My name is Mirembe. I was born in a small village outside Masaka, Uganda. Growing up, life was never easy. My father died when I was 11, leaving my mother to raise 5 children alone. We survived by digging in people's gardens. Sometimes, I would go to bed hungry. Still, I had dreams. I wanted to become a nurse someday. I loved helping people. But dreams are expensive when poverty lives in your house every day. I dropped out of school after senior 2 because my mother could no longer afford tuition fees. At 19, I began hearing stories about girls traveling to Saudi Arabia for work. Recruiters came to our area promising good salaries, clean houses, and opportunities to support families back home. You can earn more in 1 month than your mother earns in a whole year, one agent told me. I believed him. My mother was hesitant. Foreign countries are not always what they say. But hunger speaks louder than fear sometimes. I signed the papers. The first shock came the moment I landed in Riyadh. A man from the agency collected my passport immediately. "Your employer will keep this," he said coldly. I felt uncomfortable, but I thought maybe that was normal. The family I was assigned to was wealthy. Their house looked like a palace, huge marble floors, chandeliers, expensive art on the walls. There were 8 children, 2 wives, and many relatives always visiting. At first, I tried my best. I cleaned from morning until late night. I washed clothes by hand, cooked, ironed, cleaned bathrooms, and looked after children. Sometimes I worked 20 hours without rest. But nothing I did was ever enough. The madam insulted me constantly. "You Africans are lazy," she would shout. If a child spilled juice, I was slapped. If food burned slightly, I was cursed at. Some days they denied me food completely. I cried silently at night in the tiny storage room where I slept. The family owned several large dogs kept in a separate building behind the house. They were treated better than I was. The dogs had air conditioning, expensive food, and soft beds. One evening, after guests had visited the house, the madam accused me of stealing jewelry. I swore I knew nothing about it, but she refused to believe me. As punishment, she dragged me outside. "You will sleep there tonight," she said. She pointed at the dog's room. I thought she was joking. She wasn't. That night, I slept on the floor beside the dogs while they barked and moved around me. The smell was unbearable. I was terrified. The next morning, the jewelry was found in one of the children's rooms. Nobody apologized. But from that day, whenever they were angry, they forced me to sleep in the dogs' area. Sometimes for several nights, I began feeling less than human. The abuse became more severe over time. One of the older sons in the family began harassing me whenever nobody was around. He touched me inappropriately and threatened me when I resisted. "If you speak, nobody will believe you," he whispered. I lived in constant fear. One night he came into the storage room where I slept. I screamed and tried to push him away. After that incident, they isolated me even more as denied phone calls home. Months passed without speaking to my mother. I felt trapped. There were moments I thought about ending my life. Everything changed when I met another Ugandan worker from a neighboring house. We spoke secretly while taking out trash. She told me there were organizations helping abused workers escape. For weeks we planned carefully. One afternoon, while the family attended a wedding, I climbed over the back gate and ran barefoot through unfamiliar streets. I carried nothing except a small plastic bag with my clothes. I was shaking with fear the entire time. The other Ugandan girl connected me to people from our embassy. Eventually, I was taken to a shelter where I met many women with stories even worse than mine. Some had been beaten severely. Some had not been paid for years. Some carried deep emotional scars. I realized I was not alone. After many months, I finally returned to Uganda. When I saw my mother waiting at Entebbe airport, I broke down crying in her arms. I had left home dreaming of saving my family. Instead, I returned with trauma, fear, and painful memories. Sometimes I wake up from nightmares, remembering those nights beside the dogs. They make you promises. They say you'll have a good job, a safe place to stay, but not every opportunity is safe. Desperation can push people into terrible situations. Some still think working abroad guarantees a better life. Sometimes it does. But many suffering stories remain, and I tell it because silence protects abuse.